Hello guys, it is Teenage DC Fan, back with another video, and in today's video I will be reviewing the latest episode of Supergirl, titled Red Dawn. And before I get into the review / breakdown, I would like to note that I haven't been feeling very well the past few days, so my voice may sound a little different, or I may be, like sniffing a lot, like that, so yeah. But I guess let's get right into the review then. So there are 3 main storylines of the episode, I would say. As I usually do, I'll go from like least exciting to exciting. So starting off with, actually, you know what? Before I get into that, I'm getting ahead of myself. So I haven't done a Supergirl review in a while, so I haven't done the past few episodes. But basically, the important things are that James has powers now because of the Harnell, and Ben Lockwood also has powers now because of the Harnell. And that was pretty much it. I mean, there was other stuff, but nothing super important. So let's get into this episode. So Lena goes to see her mother. She puts one of those baby truth seeker things on her, so then she's telling the truth, and then she puts her to work on making a cure or some kind of thing to extract the Harnell from a person, so that Lena can get it out of James. So then Lena and James go to see Ben Lockwood, and that's when Lena informs Ben that he's been working for Lex Luthor the whole time, and he didn't know that, so obviously he's mad about that. But then you see that his hair is kind of falling out. That's because he's deteriorating, because the Harnell that he used was like, it was a test run. It wasn't like an official, like, safe thing. So there's some side effects to it, and he's dying, I guess. So then he drives off, and Lena and James figure out that he's gonna go confront Lex, or at least try to. So then they follow him. He injects himself with more Harnell, and then he goes to talk to Otis, and he's about to kill him, but then James stops him. But then after a little bit of a fight scene there, James rips the kryptonite heart out of Otis, and then Otis is dead once again. Maybe he'll stay dead this time, maybe he won't. This is like the 4th time he's died. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see on that. But then James starts, like, maybe you could say that it was like a seizure or something. So then they go back, and Lena's mother says that they should inject him with more Harnell because then that would stabilize him. And he doesn't, because James doesn't want it to be extracted from him, because they're going to need him to have powers to help them win this fight. And then that's pretty much it on that part. Then on to the part that goes with the picture I have on screen right now, with Brainy, Dreamer, and Jean, or Martian Manhunter, which they barely call him on this show. So they're trying to save the aliens that are in this place. So then they, Brainy uses the image inducer thing or whatever to make himself look like Ben Lockwood, and he was going to and they actually made a joke about it, what they did in Star Wars when they pretended that they were one of the people working for them, and then they were turning in Chewbacca, but then yeah, you probably get the point now. But anyway, so he was pretending that he was turning in Dreamer and he had captured her and stuff. But then, of course, the guy has to do a scan. That's when they realize he's an alien. So then they get captured. So then Jean follows them in, shape-shifting and stuff so that he can get by without being noticed. You don't see what happens to Dreamer, but you see what happens to Brainy, and they're like electrocuting him and stuff. And then after a little bit of electrocuting, he just like passes out and you think he's dead. But then he wakes up and and then he gets confusing. He keeps switching back from different voices, saying a bunch of random stuff, and it just gets really weird. And then he like shuts off again. And then he wakes up, and then he's like, I am now free. I am now motionless. And then he just breaks out of those handcuffs and kills everybody there. Well, I don't know if he kills them, but he at least knocks them out. So yeah, he's emotionless now. And before this, in the episode, he was trying to tell Nia that he loved her, but now he's not going to do that because, you know, he doesn't have emotions. So then he goes to rescue Dreamer. At least that's what we think. So he like takes off the handcuffs and then he's like, I need to tell you something. And then he says, I'm not going to let you out of here. Then he puts the handcuffs back on her. And then he walks out and tells her his plan. So basically he says that if she walks through the portal and gets captured like the other aliens, then she'll be able to send a message to him explaining like what's happening there and stuff. So then he runs into John. John disagrees with him. So then he's like, you know what? Our odds will be better if you go with her. So then they're both going through the portal. They both walk through, and then Brainy is just watching. I kind of like this version of Brainy more than the regular version, because this version is kind of like regular Brainiac, and I'm a huge fan of Brainiac, like the Superman villain, and this is similar to that, but more of like an anti-hero. Like, he'll do whatever it takes to save the day, no matter what it takes. It's like Punisher. Like he's willing to kill the bad guys just to save the innocent. But now moving on to the final storyline, which is the whole Supergirl Red Daughter thing. So throughout this whole episode, Alex is getting like memory flashes that seem familiar, but at the same time don't. And obviously those are the memories where she would know that Kara was Supergirl, but she doesn't know that right now because her mind was wiped. But there's not really too much in the beginning that's really important, so I'm just gonna skip towards the end. So they find out where Red Daughter is living, and she has an apartment, and it's like she kind of tried to copy Kara's apartment. So Alex is confused by that, and she's like, "What? Why is this so similar to my sister's apartment?" And then she looks out the window, and she's like, "What? That's her apartment over there. Red Daughter must be stalking her." And then she gets a call from her mom, and then that's when you find out that Kara is there, but Supergirl is with Alex. So Alex doesn't know that that's Red Daughter, but Supergirl does. So then she's like, she's in danger, that's not Kara, or whatever. So then they go there, they start fighting, and then there's just this huge fight, and then Alex shows up, and so, like, Supergirl gets knocked out, Alex shows up, she doesn't get knocked out, but she like gets flung across the wherever they were fighting, which was in a forest. Then Red Daughter flies away. So Alex thinks that Supergirl is dead, and I guess technically you could say that she is. But then she uses the sun energy that's in the grass and the soil to come back to life. And then later, they turn on the news, and the president is doing a special announcement. And apparently, Kosnia, or whatever that Russian place is that Red Daughter is from, was trying to attack the United States. But oh look, Lex Luthor's a hero because he saved everybody. He killed Red Daughter, and then it shows him carrying her dead body. And then so this was his whole plan. He was working with Kosnia and Red Daughter, got them to try and invade the United States, but then he just killed all of them, and then it made it look like he was the hero. And it's a really twisted plan, but I have a theory for Spider-Man Far From Home, which is a Marvel movie. So if you want to know about that, then go to my other channel, Teenage Marvel Fan. Yeah, so I have a theory about that movie that is similar to this one. So go check that out. So yeah, that's pretty much how this episode ends. The next episode is the season finale. I should have a review up for Arrow soon, because that was the season finale. And then I also have to do a Legends of Tomorrow review, and a review for The Flash, which would be the end of the season as well. So a lot of these shows are coming to an end, and I'm kind of happy about that, because most of these, I'm just kind of tired of them. This seasons for this year haven't been very good. So yeah, I'm kind of just glad to get it over with. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you in my next video, so I can bestow all my DC knowledge upon you.